Hello everyone, welcome back to again on my YouTube channels on Facebook. Today, in front of you again, I have come here for inflating of different kinds of meter related from the part of English speaking and related from the part of our vocabulary increasing. Means how you exactly evolve for words power inside of the mind. About that today, I am going to discuss through of this video. And first of all, before telling of any kinds of the points, I would like to suggest to you all my friends, please you must watch up this video till end. As far as that video content exactly that will be made by me, whether exactly that will be magnified by me, you must watch up that. And if you will watch up that one and all, really you will get what sufficient benefit, you will get what great benefit from that video. And if you want to speak to any kinds of the meter at that time, you will not muddle, you will not puddle, you will not flutter to anywhere while speaking, because you are knowing currently most of the people have different kinds of the thought related from the part of English speaking, and most of you keep on thinking that how to speak to very better and how to speak to very fluency like that matter exactly that is going in most of you minds, but you are practicing even if you exactly are unsuccessful while speaking. Why happens so about that matter just I am going to discuss, so please you must watch of it. Yes my friend, when you sit and when you start to speak of any kinds of the matter, and when you start to think of that how to exactly expose of all those kinds of the word instantly in a sentence about that matter, it may be going in most of your mind. If like this situation that is disturbing of you, whether you are getting of that kinds of the circumstance while speaking, then I am telling to you exactly you will not have to worry about of that. Means how will you bring up any words and how will you bring up any sentences while speaking instantly the front of anyone about of that matter, about you will not have to care, you will not have to worry. If you will worry, then really from that you will not be able to patch up that kinds of the circumstance which you are coming to see from a long times. I am telling you, when you start to speak of any kinds of the matter, and when and words that is not coming inside of your mind, at that moment what will you do? At that moment you start to think of that, means what sentences and what meters about I am going to speak that meter, actually in which kinds of the words that is having, about of that only you will have to care. And if you will be able to seek out of that kinds of the situation, that kinds of the problem, then while speaking or word problem it will never come. And if you will not be able to care of that kinds of the matter, then you will be muddling. First step it is, and second one I am going to tell to you. Yes, even when I was practicing for talking of anything in English at that time, even I was getting lots and lots comedies problem, comedious patterns it was coming in my mind. And when I was practicing open kinds of the thing for speaking at that time, I was stuck solely. When I was stuck solely at that moment, I was thinking to myself that means how to sort out of this kinds of the situation which I am exactly getting from a long time. About that I kept on exactly thinking, and I was searching of any way for exactly sorting out of that problem. And finally, I got any great idea. And what was that idea? About of that I'm telling to you. But you take care. When you speak of any kinds of the matter, at that times that word comes in your mind, and that word while speaking you are forgotten. You are exactly unable to expose of that kinds of the words the front of any words in speaking, and you exactly are crazeless. I am telling to you, you will not have to be worried at all. As you know, you speak somehow, sometime. After that, when you will start to practice step by step in your daily life, surely I am telling to you, one day in all of your minds it will have lots of the word, and that word it will start to offer to you, please first of all you use to me. And at that time you will say to word I first which is coming just on my tongue, about first of all I will use of that, I will utilize of that. After that I will speak of you, like that meter you will tell with that word. And if at that moment you will not be able to care for using of any words, for having of any words, or for exactly speaking to each and other person, then in fact I'm telling to you, you will not be able to overcome from that kind of the ponderous situation, from that thorny problem. You will not be able to come out in your life, because without contriving it doesn't come anything in all of us life. You know very well about of this situation, and you know very well about for sorting out of any kinds of a situation instantly in all of our life. But now I am telling to you, if you are getting over words problems, whether sentences problem, sentences whether any thinking problem, then even thinking you will have to sort out like this, as I have told to you. You please think about of any topic else, as much as you will be able to think about that topic, else that so much your idea that will be exactly accumulated in all of your minds. And after exactly holding up that all kinds of the sentences, all kinds of the topics from the part of that story, or from the part of any contents, then while speaking you will be able to speak fluently. There are so many reasons not to speak too bluntly. There are so many complications not to speak baldly. What were that complications about of that? I'm more telling to you in this video. Friends, when you are getting of any what friend, or you are getting of any what any teachers, and if any teachers who is talking to you in English, you must talk with him in starting of any kinds of the topic. If there is not having topic, even if you will have to explore, you will have to envisage inside of the mind step by step, and you will have to talk narrowly. If you will be able to talk groovy way, then really you will feel to or self that means I have best English, I have wonderful English. Like this, it will become all of your minds while speaking. So I tell to you, my friend, whatever I have suggested throughout this video, you must get. And generally, more I'm looking of any simple problem while speaking. Suppose that I started to exactly explain about of any a story, whether any topics means any content you take. I'm not telling to you especially of any, whether I'm not talking about of any particular contents. Exactly which that is coming in your mind, you get it and start to talk one by one. If you will start to talk one by one, then no any sentences that will come like of Merlin, and till on the top you will be able to talk very well. And if you will not keep courage, if you will not keep confidence, if you will not keep up to yourself, that means I have idea whether I have exactly what I have sentences this about. If you will not keep to yourself inside of the mind to being to self satisfaction, you will not be able to bruise, whether you will not be able to make out of any kinds of the points from easily with the front of anyone. There are so many complications which I have shared throughout this video. If you get it, and if you speak after utilizing of that kinds of the points in your life, then really it will help to you for speaking bluntly. It will help of you for speaking one on one. It will help of you for making or a consistency mind. As I have discussed throughout this video, if you will be able to care of that whole parts of the point, your mind will be open and you will be able to talk to anyone's with confidently. Now, something more I am wanting to suggest. What is that? You are knowing, मंजिल यूं ही नहीं मिलती, दिल में जुनून जगाना पड़ता है. मंजिल यूं ही नहीं मिलती, दिल में जुनून जगाना पड़ता है. मैंने पंछियों से पूछा, तू घोंसला कैसे बनाती हो? उसने जवाब दिया, तिनका तिनका लगाना पड़ता है. आई एम जस्ट सेइंग टू माय फ्रेंड, if you will not collect of words inside of the mind, and if you want to speak to any kinds of the things suddenly the front of anyone, then how you will be able to talk to any kinds of the things badly about of that matter? Your all friends will have to think expansively, you will have to think successfully. If you will be able to talk, if you will be able to dwell about of that all points which I have shared to you in initial of this video, that all point you sequentially listen. If you will hark it, really that all kinds of the point that will be gone in your mind, and from the next time, whether so while speaking, whether while doing, while having of any kinds of sentences the front of anyone, you will never flutter. You will feel, yes, I have lots confidence. This meter which I have expounded of you for getting, whether for apprehending that you must comprehend, and after figuring out about that points, even you will have to talk to someone who is understanding best English. If you will discuss with them one on one, in all of you, in all of your heart, in all of your minds, in all of your tongue, it will have very great experience. It will have very great speaking manner. And if you will be known of that all parts of English speaking manner, then you will never muddle, you will never puddle, you will never get of any nuisance in your life. Something more extra points about I am going to discuss throughout this video. When you speak of any kinds of the common words while speaking, but I am telling to you, if you're using generally all those kinds of the words like a common, and if you're wanting to use some more standard types of the word, then I'm telling to you, try to exactly gather of those standard word which you are going to use from the previous time. If you will go to use of that more in other kinds of the synonyms of that word which you are using again and again in the previous time, if you will use some more different type of the word of that same word which you are thinking, suppose that now I am thinking about of elephant. Elephants, it has been common like what all of the people can understand that what means of elephant. They can say generally that that is hathi. And if I have to modify of that words, and if my mind is telling that I am not wanting to speak of this elephant, I am wanting to speak of that elephants I know name, then what will you tell about that? You search out from our vocabulary, you search out from our vocabulary, whether from or Google. After searching out of that, you think what is the English of that elephants in another way, what in another words. Yes, elephant, which is called that what in other word, tusker, castle. There are lots of what that word exactly you possess, you assimilate. After that, you try to use of that kinds of the word. You will never murder, you will never puddle. As there are more reward as cow, you say cow, even that is called in any other word in synonym. Yes, bossy, even I can use of that bossy, that word about you here. Yes, you will be able to speak if you will care like this one and on. You will become success while speaking. Again, I will visit my next video. Until then, thank you.